In a special NCIS episode, Michael Weatherly once referred to taking on Mark Harmo as a gift. In this episode of NCIS, Michael Weatherly and Mark Harmo were given the opportunity to explore their characters in intriguing ways. On a special NCIS episode, stars Mark Harmo and Michael Weatherly were able to delve deeply into their roles. However, Weatherly joked that getting physical with Harmo was the greatest part of the occasion. As their NCIS personas, Weatherly and Harmo were permitted to engage in some rather intense physical contact. In Baltimore, one of the show's episodes, the cast went back in time to examine Weatherly's Tony DiNazzo's past. Harmo felt that NCIS had done enough research over the years to delve into the backstories of the characters, even though the show was already in its 7th season at the time. We had earned it by the time we began having flashbacks, which was several years later. Actors have undoubtedly more to cling to, Harmo once told TV Guide. It's fascinating to hear Michael discuss how, while playing this character in this episode, he discovered that similar to the actor portraying him, he was a sincere, conventional, and composed individual during high drama. However, those are decisions he can make now, 11 years later, that he was unable to make in year 1. The characters still possess a great deal of intrigue and room for development. A brief altercation between Weatherly's DiNazzo and Harmo's Gibbs was also included in the episode. Weatherly regarded the exchange as one of the show's highlights. Given Mark's real-life background as a standout UCLA quarterback, Baltimore gave me the incredible gift of being able to tackle him. Then he hit me in the face as I turned him over to handcuff him. However, it wasn't hostile, according to Weatherly. I think both of those people are only kids, and Gibbs seems lonely. He is a sharpshooter. He is someone who lives in isolation. Additionally, there is a problem with Tony. You would assume that despite their extreme photonegative differences, they would at least somewhat align. For the characters Harmo and Weatherly created, their chemistry was equally as important as the writing. Producer Gary Glassberg discussed how the interplay between Harmo and Weatherly continued to provide depth to their own parts. The mutual understanding between these two outstanding actors grows with the passing of time. In the editing room, there are small details that I notice. Sometimes I'll see a reaction that suffices with a quick glance, but in the past it could have needed a line. I enjoy that subtlety, Glassberg remarked. Weatherly offered his own analysis of the slap as well, and he couldn't help but be grateful for Harmo's fast thinking. I recall the first time I ever thanked someone after getting smacked on the head. It was an impromptu, spontaneous flash of humor that made someone chuckle during rehearsal and was therefore left in. Then when I gave it more thinking, I realized, you know what? That is indeed the case. Thank you for reminding me to get back into the game, says DiNazzo. That's how much he needs Gibbs, Weatherly added.